In this video, we will learn how to use the system to conduct a stock count. Let's begin. Inventory, stock, stock count. We have several options: create stock, enter stock, variance count, variance analysis, and process stock. Let us begin with creating the stock. So the first thing we will be doing is that we will be creating a stock. It will ask if you are sure you want to create a physical. We click yes, we select on the warehouse, and today we are going to be counting the storefront. We hit create. Are you sure you want to create this physical? Now, before you go ahead and create this physical, we want to make sure that you would print what is called a stock valuation, and you will rename the stock valuation and entitle it the stock valuation before, because after we have created the stock, entered the items, and then we have processed the stock, we are going to be printing a stock valuation and call it the stock valuation after, because what it will do is to give us the ability to analyze the before stock valuation versus the after stock valuation. So let us go ahead and create the physical. Now it might take a little time depending on the amount of items we have in the system. Stock created. Click OK. The next thing we will do, inventory, stock, stock counting, and we can go ahead and enter the stock. We click on enter stock. Let us give it a minute for it to load. Okay, let's begin. Select the warehouse, which is storefront, and that is the warehouse that we had created the stock for. Then we could scan the item, the barcode, or we could press F1 and search for the item. Let us search for berries. Let us click on tab, or we can click on the quantity field and enter how many is in the store. Let us use 25. Press enter. We can go ahead and click post. Stock count data is successfully posted, and then we will see a stock count entry data sheet. This data sheet will show us the stock entry ID, who made the entry, and the barcode, the name of the product, and the quantity that was scanned. We can go ahead and print this, as well as we can close it. Once we have completed that and there's no other items to add to this stock count, we can click X, inventory, stock, stock taken. We could enter additional stock items by selecting the warehouse and ensuring that we either scan the barcode or press F1 for the items and continue. Once we are finished, we can hit post. If there's no other items to add, we go back to stock, stock taken, and we can look at the variance count. Let us look at the variance count for the storefront. Click preview, and what it will do is to tell us that in this particular warehouse we had 8 on hand, but yet still we counted 25. So we can either check to see if there are more items that we would have missed in the store, or we would have overcounted the items. And if we have overcounted the items, we simply go to inventory, stock, stock taken, enter the stock, and we can go ahead and hit F1, search for the berries, and let us put in a negative 18, and this will reduce it by 18. So we made an error with the entry. Oops, let us select the warehouse storefront, and we made an error. So this will reduce the stock count by 18. We can hit post. Yes. So 25 was originally counted, and we made an error, so we have reduced 18 from that count. If we should close that, and we go to inventory, stock, stock taken, variance count, select the warehouse, we want the storefront warehouse preview, then we can see where the adjustment was now made. So we had 8 originally, but we are counting and we only counted 7. So we are short by 1. We can't find that item for whatever reason, but we are comfortable with this physical stock variance. We click X, we can go to inventory, stock, stock taking, and we are now going to look at the variance analysis. And the variance analysis will show us the dollar value as to what we are looking at. So if we had 8 red berries on hand and we now counted 7, then it means that we are short 1 at a cost price of $6 and at a selling price of $10. So the cost value variance is $6 because we are short 1. If we were short 2, it would have been $12 variance, and we see the selling price variance as well. So what it does is that it tells us the cost value variance for what we would have lost and what we would have overcounted, and the selling value variance as well. So this is a stock variance analysis that not only shows us the count difference, but it shows us the selling and cost price and the variance between both of them. So we can go ahead and print this and store it for our records. After that, we can go to inventory, go to stock, stock taking, and we can process this stock. Now, are you sure you want to run this process? Yes, we are sure. We select the warehouse that we want to process the stock for. So we go to storefront and we hit process. You cannot reverse this action. Are you sure you want to process the stock? Now, bear in mind that once we have selected yes and we have processed all the stock, the only way to alter it or to adjust any stock item, let's say for example that we found 2 more berries, then what we would have to do is we would have to use a stock adjustment to make the corrections. Okay, click OK. Physical stock has been successfully processed. Thank you for watching.